Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel again, the Stamps Family, and I'm here to do another cooking show. So on tonight, I will be making Salisbury steaks out of turkey ground meat. I also will be doing garlic mashed potatoes and asparagus. So with that being said, let me get started because this meal may take a little longer than 30 minutes. So let me go ahead on and get started. So I will be using grounded turkey ground meat, and I'm gonna start seasoning it with my season. Well, actually, let me get these potatoes started. I already peeled some of the potatoes, so I'm gonna go ahead on and peel another potato. I'm only gonna peel one on camera for the sake of time. So I'm gonna just use this potato peeler and peel my potato. So I want to do like a little homey cooked meal today since the weather is kind of bad. It's raining and so it's gloomy. So I thought I'd fix something that the kids will really like. I haven't cooked this in a while, so it's just gonna be some garlic mashed potatoes, and I think I'm gonna put some shredded cheese in it as well. So I already have my water boiling for my potatoes. Let me throw this away. Let me see. Yeah, my water is boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead on and chop these potatoes. I think the smaller I chop them, the quicker they will cook. So I'm gonna dice them up. So how was your day today? I had a good day at work today. This weather just bipolar weather. One day it's raining, one day it's not, one day it's cold, one day it's hot. So I'll cut these up kind of small. Not that small, but I'm not gonna make them that big because I want them to cook really fast. And I only have 4 potatoes that I'm cutting because I'm only cooking for 4. So I'm gonna cut this on up. I have a few videos out there that I posted. I hope you guys like them. So okay. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of sea salt in this water just so the potatoes can have a little flavor. Like I said, the water was already boiling, so then I'm gonna go ahead on and put the potatoes in so that can be cooking up while I'm starting my Salisbury steaks. Put these on in here. Turn that water up some so it can come. Ooh, I burnt myself. So put those to boil. Okay, so then I'm gonna wipe this off because I'm gonna use this chopping board for my onions in a minute. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the top on it so it can come back to a boil. So while that's boiling, I'm gonna go ahead on and season my ground meat now. I'll sit this right here so you can see. And of course, I'm gonna put season oil. Put a little more because that's about maybe 3 pounds of turkey ground meat. I'm gonna put garlic powder. Good little bit. I don't measure anything. I just eyeball it. And I'm gonna put some black pepper. I'm running out of black pepper. Put some black pepper. And also I'm going to put some onion soup mix. I find that it gives meat a really good flavor, especially ground meat and turkey ground meat. It gives it a really good flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead on. It's 1 packet of onion soup mix. So I'm gonna go ahead on and put that in there. I'll get my spoon and start mixing with my spatula. Start mixing it up. With turkey ground meat, you can't really, keep mixing it because it'll break it down and it'll be too soft. So I find that this is very flavorful. Let me turn up my pan. when you add the onion soup mix. So, okay, I got that all mixed in. Okay, so what I do, wait, let me put my parsley flakes, my famous parsley flakes. I kind of shape them like hamburgers because it's a little quick meal. Let me step away for 1 second. I forgot something. Let me get it right quick. I'm coming. Be patient. I need you to watch that for me. Watch that ground beef for me. I'm sorry I had to walk away, but I forgot something that I really need. So I'm putting it in a bowl over while I'm over here. Okay, I got it put it in a bowl. I'm coming. And if you hear some noise in the background, that's the air fryer. That's the air fryer going. My son is making him some salmon. That's his favorite. So I had to get my other ingredient. So now I'm going to mix up the parsley flakes in it. Mix that up. Let me put a little bit more parsley flakes. Just a little bit more. So I'm going to put some olive oil at the bottom of my pan. Because I'm going to fry these turkey Salisbury steaks up just like I will be frying a hamburger, basically. Okay, so that's mixed enough. And now I'm going to take some and just kind of eyeball what size I want it to be. And you just make it into little hamburgers. Let that fry, turn it down some. Then I go with my second one. I don't know how many I may can get about 8 out of this. And then I'll go with my third. That one don't have that much. See, I mixed it and it's kind of breaking down. So I just make it like little burgers. This is one of the man of God's favorite meals. And see, when you put that onion soup mix in it, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it really smells good. So I'm gonna let that cook. Now back here on this back stove, I'm going to put that on because all of the Salisbury steaks cannot fit in this one pan, so I'll have some back here as well cooking. I'm gonna put some more olive oil right here for that. Ooh, that smells good. Just the onion soup mix gives it a whole different taste. It flavors it so good. So while that's getting hot back there, I'm gonna go ahead on and make about 4 more, maybe 5. I might can get 5 out of this, right? So I make that one, and I'll let these 4 just cook back here. I'm mixing it up some because that season didn't get to the bottom of that turkey ground meat. So this would be 5. Oh, this is 6. And this is 7. I told you I could probably get about 8 out of here. That's 7. And this is 8. I probably could get 1 little mini one out of there. Son, come check your salmon. And then I'll put that in there, and that pan gonna get hot real fast. I still have a little bit more left. I could probably grab me like 1 little one that I'll try to make. And then I'll squeeze it on in here with this other burger. Push this over and put that right down in there. Let that cook. Let me move this bowl and wash up a little bit. Y'all watch that for me while I'm washing my hands because I don't want to cross-contaminate. So I'm washing this turkey off my hands. Okay. Let me dry my hands. I'm gonna wipe my chopping board off. Actually, I'm gonna flip it over because I want to start. See that water is boiling over there. I'm gonna take that off with my potatoes. But I want to start the asparagus. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that stove. So I'm gonna turn that on and grab me another pan for my asparagus. I should have another pan. Oh, here it is. And so here's my other pan. I'm gonna let that get hot. This is my chopping board. I'm gonna put it right here and start cutting my asparagus. So let me get my asparagus. This is like one batch of asparagus. And I'm gonna go ahead on and cut it. Just cut the ends off. I'm gonna just cut the ends off. I want y'all to see, so let me move it over here. While that pan is getting hot, I'll cut this off. Just a little bit of the bottom. I normally like to cook them in the oven, just with some of the olive oil and some garlic. Wait, let me see something right quick. I need to get one more ingredient. If I can find it, if not, I'm not gonna worry about it. If I can't find it, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. I can't find it, so I'm not gonna worry about that ingredient. So I cut this, and now I'm gonna cut the rest. But like I was saying, I usually cook it in a pan, but because I'm in the oven, I'm gonna cook it in a pan. Let it saute in a pan, and it cooks the same. But normally, like when I cook it in the oven, I wrap it with bacon. It tastes really good when you wrap it with bacon. I'm just turning these in the back. This is real live cooking. This is home cooking. This is how it is in the kitchen. So it's not going to look perfectly organized as I'm cooking, because this is how we do when we at home cooking. Let me check on my son's fish. Flip it and start kind of flattening some. And when you flatten it, cut a little piece of butter and put on top of it. So now I'm going to cut the bottom of these. I'm multitasking. They have butter in the refrigerator. What you need? Okay. Then I have a few more to cut. Right here. I don't know how long this video gonna be, but I always try to shoot for 30 minutes, but that's probably not gonna happen this time. Okay, so that's my asparagus. I chopped that. So now that my fire is on and the pan is hot, I'm gonna put some olive oil, and I'm just gonna kind of like pan cook them. Grab a little butter and just kind of pan cook them, and they're gonna get soft. It's gonna taste the same way. Put my butter in, and then I just put my asparagus in, the olive oil and butter, and just let them cook down. I season them a little bit, just a little bit. I season them. Little seasonal, little black pepper, a little garlic powder. So that's what I do with that. I know I'm kind of moving fast. My mama told me, slow down, girl. But I try, like I said, I try to keep this at 30-minute meals. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of mix this up. And you just let it cook until it softens up. It's going to soften up. It's going to soften up. So while that's cooking, I'm going to tend to my Salisbury steak. turkey Salisbury steak. Let that cook. Let that cook down. Those are really almost done cooking because turkey doesn't take that long to cook. Now these ones in the back may take a little longer only because I'm going to switch it. The burner is smaller back there, so I'm going to switch it. Okay, that's the back and this the front. Okay, so cooking up these burgers. I call them burgers, but they Salisbury steaks. I'm still thinking of some more videos to make. Or some more meals to cook. But I'm trying to cook like the everyday meals that we really cook on a regular, you know, realistically. My husband's going to be coming in doing a video, a cooking video. Look forward to that one. So that's almost cooked. Let me check on my potatoes to see if they're getting soft. Let me see. Ooh, excuse me. That's that black pepper once again. I'm gonna cover my potatoes up. They still kind of hard, so I'm gonna let them cook some more. Let me go ahead on and flip this again. It smells good up in here. I'm not just saying that. I always say that, but it does smell good. It does smell good. So, let me see if these are almost done. These should be almost done. I kind of poke the middle of them just to see if they're soft or hard in the middle, and it lets me know that they're almost done. I'm cooking my asparagus because my son is waiting for his vegetables. You want to come say something to him? You want to come say something to the people? I have some videos coming with them. They gonna do some challenge videos for y'all. Okay, those are done. So let me wash off my chopping board. Because I'm actually going to sit them on here. So these are done, so I'm going to sit these on here, right? I'm going to show y'all how simple it is to make Salisbury steaks. It is so simple. I'm going to turn this down because I'm going to saute some onion in there. So I'm going to turn that down. This is what it looks like so far. Just little turkey burgers. But they're going to be Salisbury steaks. Okay, so while these are still cooking, I'm going to go ahead on and cut my onion. For that, I'm going to turn my chopping board around this way. And I'll just cut this onion. Can y'all see? I don't know if I should turn that light on in the back. Put this in my garbage bowl. These look like they're ready to flip again. Ooh, that oil is popping everywhere. I try to wipe as I go. Uh-oh, let me wash this off. Okay, let me check on my asparagus back here. See, they almost done already. They do not take long at all. At all. I can actually put these kind of like down some. They don't have to cook as fast. So I turned them on low back there. Let me finish cutting my onion. And I'm going to saute my onion in the same oil that the turkey burgers came out of. I'm just going to slice them very thinly. Just slice them up very thinly. So I'll throw them on in there. Like, come on up. Yes. Huh? I can't hear you. You can talk. I can't hear you. Is it ready? Oh, let me check on his fish. Go watch my burger. You gonna go watch my burger? He don't wanna watch my burger though, because he don't wanna be in the sink. Did you put butter on top? Okay. Give it about 2 more minutes and it should be ready. I'm multitasking. That's what mothers do. So I'm over at the air fryer helping him, and I'm preparing dinner for everybody else. So I'm cutting my onion. How many minutes? 20 minutes? I'm 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in. So I'm gonna put that in there. Let that cook up. Put a little bit more olive oil in here. Let that cook up. Okay, so these burgers are almost done. I mean, Salisbury steak. So while I'm letting my onion cook, let me turn it up. Let my onion cook. And see all those, they call them little burnt specks at the bottom. You scrape that because that's gonna be good once I get my gravy started. You gotta scrape all that because that's what all your flavor is. At the bottom of the pan is all your flavor. So I let them onions cook down a little bit. Let me check on my potatoes again. You ready for your asparagus, son? No? Yeah. Okay. And so, just a little bit more. I'm gonna let them boil just a little bit more. Flip this burger, I keep saying burger, this Salisbury steak, turkey Salisbury steak, I'm gonna turn it one more time and let it cook. Right? So I'm gonna move my onions over here so you can see, get a better view. Can you see? It just seems like that light is not bright enough. I don't know why. So I'm cooking that down. Let me turn this down some. Okay, so my onions is sauteing with all those seasonings at the bottom. So let me let that saute. Okay, with this back stove, I'm gonna turn it completely on low because they are done. They are done. I'm gonna put them on a plate. They are done. My asparagus are done. They are done. Turn off this back one. This is my asparagus. Look, they are done. The asparagus are done. I feel like this light should be on over here because I can't see anything. Let me see. Is that better? Okay. So my onions is ready. Take these steaks out. Set them over here. Clean up some of my mess. I'm going to move this over here. Burn some water on that so that can soak. Okay, so now that this is ready, that my onions is ready, let me go ahead on and move it over in the middle. Turn that down. Let me grab my water. Let me grab my water. My measuring cup and my water. Oh. Can't get to my measuring cup right now. I should have had that out. So I'm just going to use a cup. What I do is, I'm going to add some water to this. I'm going to add water. About 2 cups of water. If I need to add more, I will. 2 cups of water. Okay. And then I'm cheating. I didn't make my gravy from scratch, but I can make it from scratch. I just didn't do it this time. So I have my gravy mix that I'm going to put in this water. I thought I turned this off. this front one. So I'm going to, that one is off, and I'm going to turn this one up. Wipe down a little bit because I have a mess going on right here. Okay, so I'm gonna add, can you guys see? My lighting is horrible. Okay, so now I'm going to add my gravy mixture. It's not homemade gravy, but this is try to be a 30-minute meal, but we 25 minutes in. So I put my gravy seasoning in, and I just whisk it in like this, so it won't have no chunks. See, I need some more water in that, so I'm gonna add some more water. I call this a cook me up Salisbury steak meal. Cook me up Salisbury steak meal. So I add my water. I think I used too many gravy packs, but I'm gonna go ahead on and whisk it on in. And if I feel like it's too thick, all I would do is transport it into a pot so I can add more water in it. And see, once I mix this on in and break up that gravy, I probably should get my big pot for this. So I'm gonna let that cook up a little bit, but I am gonna grab my big pot because I think I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna go ahead on and switch it over into this pot right here. Oh, it smells so good. Clean my little mess, and I'm gonna move this back over here. I'm gonna take this pan, add some more water in it to get my little seasonings from the bottom. Just a little water. A little bit more. Okay. So now I'm going to mix this on in. Get my towel straight, because these pots are hot. Can you see in there? Probably not. So I'm mixing it on up in there, and let that thicken up a little bit. Can you see, guys? I don't know if you can see, but you will see when I'm done what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to add my Salisbury steaks, turkey Salisbury steaks, into this. And you just add them one at a time. The turkey Salisbury steaks are already cooked, so you basically just waiting for your gravy to thicken up. That's all. Okay, put this over here, and I'm gonna go ahead on and get this spoon to mix the stuff up. Okay, so I'm gonna start doing my potatoes now while that's cooking. While that's cooking for a few minutes, I'm gonna go ahead on and let me get the top for it. Okay, so I think my potatoes should be ready. They should be ready. They've been boiling a very long time. Where is my fork? Okay, I'll get another one. So this is my fork. Let me see. Okay, it's ready now. So now I'll turn it off. I'm gonna get my strainer so I can strain it. Strain the water off. Let me grab this because this is hot. And I'm gonna pour this over in here. So once I pour it, I actually should move this over so you guys can see me making it. So let me move this over and turn this back on. So I'm gonna put this up here. I can actually turn it off, right? So now I'm gonna take my potatoes and put them back into the same pot. I don't have a potato masher. I went to the store today to look for one, but I couldn't find one at all. I went in like 2 stores and couldn't find one. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead on and smash them up the best way I can. The best way I can. So I'm gonna smash those up, right? I bought this butter that I never used before. It's called garlic herb butter. So I'm gonna try the garlic herb butter in here so it can give it a good flavor. Because I wanted like garlic potatoes, garlic cheesy potatoes. But I may not put the cheese because by us having gravy, they may not want the cheese. They may, I don't know, I'll see. So smash that on up, right? That's cooking good. Let me stir this a little bit, guys. Yep, it's thickening up. Exactly what I wanted it to do. Exactly. What am I, 31 minutes in? But this needs to cook for about a good 5 more minutes. Oh, I done made a mess. The man of God got a mess to clean today. So now, I'm going to add sour cream. Let me take, this is new, so let me take this off. So I'm gonna add sour cream. I usually add milk or cream, but I'm trying something different. Sour cream. So I'm gonna add, I'm eyeballing it. If I need more, I'll add more. And then I mix it on up. Mix that sour cream on up in there. Now this is different because I always put milk. But I say I'm gonna try something different. Mix that on up. Right? And then I'm gonna put a little garlic powder because like I said, I want garlic mashed potatoes. So I'll put the garlic. And then I'm gonna put a little sea salt. I don't want to put season all in here. I'm gonna put a little sea salt. And then I'm going to add this garlic butter. Oh, this thing here. Let me move that. Garlic butter. It's the light garlic butter. It's garlic and herbs. So I'm going to add that in there. Right? Now this is something different I'm doing. I'm trying something different with that. And then you just mix it up in there. Oh, it smells good. So I mix that in there. Put a little bit more sour cream in it. Just a little bit more. And mix this on up. This look good. This is different. This is really different. Because I usually put milk, but I saw something online that I said, you know what, I'm going to try this. Look how it's looking. And for a little color, I'm going to add a little parsley flakes, but I'm going to put a little bit of real butter in, just a little bit of real butter. So it can be very flavorful. And then I mix that on up. That looks good. Really good. Okay, so now I'm going to put some parsley flakes. I'm 34 minutes in. Oh, Lord. I'm past my 30-minute mark. That's okay, though. That's okay. But I don't want this video to cut out, so let me hurry up. Turn this down. So basically, this meal is done. It is done. It is really done. So I'm going to go ahead on and plate it. I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to go ahead on and plate it for you. So let me grab a plate. I like a white plate for this, so you can be able to actually see. Should I get a big plate? Make sure it's clean. Okay, so I get a big plate. You know, when them kids washing dishes, you gotta check. Let me see if I can turn this light over just a little so we can see what I'm plating up. So I'm gonna go ahead on and plate this up. What? Okay, let me grab something to plate it up. So I'm gonna get my little dish because I like for my potatoes to look presentable. So I'm gonna put my potatoes in here, in this bowl. And if you ever want something to be presentable, get like a little glass bowl so you can have a mold when you put it on your plate. And so I just take this, right, and just turn it over, and it gives it a mold. I hope it come out right. See, it gives it a mold. I like that. Then I'm going to put a few pieces of the asparagus on the plate. Just a few pieces. I'm 36 minutes in. I think I'm gonna be ready finished before 40 minutes. Just a few little pieces. Decorated that way and this away. Can you see that? Okay. And now let's see what these Salisbury steaks look like. Normally I probably would let it cook. Just keep cooking and cooking till that gravy get all in the inside. But because this is a video, let me find a pretty piece. Okay, so here's my Salisbury steak. I'm gonna put it right here. Put a little onion on it. Then we have some gravy. Just a little bit gravy, right? That looks good. I didn't put cheese in the whole thing because I didn't know for sure if everybody would want cheese on their potatoes. So, okay. Let me wipe this off a little right here. And for those who would like cheese, I'm going to put a little cheese on it just to show you how it looks with the cheese. This is Colby Jack cheese. Just a little bit. I put a little bit just to garnish it. Right? And then, of course, my famous parsley flakes to garnish it with. Right? And so guess what? I am done. This is turkey. Let me put another piece of meat on there so it can look fulfilling. Let me put another piece of meat on there. Just a little bit piece of meat on there. So the plate won't look so empty. And I'll take some of my onions and put on top of here. Okay. So it is 38 minutes and I am done with this meal. 38 minutes and it's done. So let me show you what it looks like. Turkey Salisbury steaks with asparagus and garlic mashed potatoes garnished with cheese. Maybe if I move the, can you see? Doesn't that look good? So this is the meal for tonight. And I want to thank you for watching. And I just ask that you like and subscribe to the Stamps Family page and leave your comments so we can know if you like what we're doing and you have any ideas that you want us to do, any cooking videos or any type of videos. So with that being said, have a blessed, stress-free night. See you later.